So this is USDCAD analysis for Monday, the 26th of March. Now, let's just have a look at the prices and where prices may likely go. So, what we have seen here on the USDCAD is a pretty persistent sell-off here. Let's just get the drawings back on the charts. There we are. So, here we are. So we've had prices come up towards that 131, from which we have seen the sell side momentum come into the market to break down below the 130, straight through the 129.44 and the 129 level, traded all the way down towards that 128.39, trade slightly below the 128.39, but it's within the parameters, and from which we have seen the bullish buy side momentum come back into the market to test that 129.44, along with the added confluence of the 400 period average, from which we did see some sell side momentum weakness come back into the market, taking us down below the 128.62, all the way back down towards that 128.39. Now, this 128.62 hasn't proven itself important enough to remain on the chart, so I'm just going to remove it. There we are. So if we did see the breakdown from this 129 all the way back down towards that 128.39, from which again we have seen the bullish buy side momentum come into the market, and further underlining the importance of that 128.39 level. 128.39. Now we have not quite come back up to test that 129 level, from which we have seen that sell side momentum return to the market and prices to come back down towards that 128.39. Now, due to the frequency of tests of that 128.39 and in light of the most recent trend being to the downside, possibly looking for a break here to the downside on the 128.39. So if we do go on to break below and close below the 128.39, we're then looking for price head down towards that 127.78, successful break from which we're looking for price head down towards that 127.56. And if we see further sell side momentum, 127 should come into focus here. If, however, we don't see the breakdown from this 128.39, we're then looking for a test of that 129. Significant level proved to be resistance for quite some time in 2017, a successful break from which we're looking for prices to head back up to our most recent swing here in the market in around at 129.44, with added confluence of the 400 period moving average, thus increasing likelihood of potentially seeing sell side momentum come into the market from that level. But if we are to break to the upside, we're looking for price head towards our 130 level, along with the 200 period moving average. And again, as it is an area of confluence where we do have a dynamic level of potential resistance, as well as the horizontal level of potential resistance as well, we are looking for sell side momentum to come back into the market from that 130 level, possibly bring us back down towards the 129.44 or the 129. Now, let's just have a look at the higher time frames just to see how price is developing here. So we head over to the monthly chart. Over on the monthly chart, and we remove all these, remove the drawings to make sure. So on this monthly chart, what we can see here is there's a degree of indecisiveness at the moment in the market. So we can see between this 130 and 125, we've been operating within that range for quite some time here. So we've had to move down towards a 120.60. And we've had to move upwards. Sell side momentum didn't quite get down towards that 120.60, posted a higher low here. And we've had this move upwards so far in the month of March, but we have seen the sell side momentum come into the market. So from a move up towards our 131, we've seen the sell side momentum bring us back down towards our 128. So far in the month of March, we've traded as low as, I think it's 128.03, was it? Yes, we traded as low as 128.03. So far, we have seen some bullish buy side momentum come back into the market, but we've had the sell side momentum. So we'll see whether we do see that follow through to the downside in April, or whether we can hold on to these levels for a retest of those highs of the 131. Now, let's just have a look at the weekly time frame here on the USDCAD. So on this weekly time frame on the USDCAD, we've posted our lows here, went into the consolidation, brought back down, posted a higher low. Again, we've had this move upwards, and we've seen the bearishness from last week. We do appear to be having a bit of follow through so far on the USDCAD. So we'll see whether if that retracement brings us down to post another higher low for further upside continuation, possibly taking out these highs here on the US dollar CAD, or we do see a deeper retracement, possibly bringing us back down below the 200 period moving average. The 200 period moving average currently sits here in around at 126.89. Yes, if it brings us back down towards that 126.89, or whether we do see that further upside continuation. Now, if we have a look at the daily chart, over on the daily chart, we can see we traded and broke above the 400 period moving average. So posted, we've got our lows, higher low, strong move to the upside, found resistance at 400 period moving average, as well as a psychological level of the 130. Posted another higher low, broke above, and moved traded all the way up to the 131, from which we have seen that strong sell side momentum, brief pullback, and we have seen that sell side momentum continuation here so far on the daily charts on the US dollar CAD. So we'll see how deep our retracement goes here on the US dollar CAD. Whether we do have just a shallow retracement for further upside continuation, or we have a deep retracement, retracing most of this move, possibly bring us back down towards that 127.01 at 126.80s or so. And with that said, that pretty much wraps up the US dollar CAD analysis. Thanks for watching.